Love you guys. Let's get it.
You know what this means? It means it's gonna be fucking water treatment.
Yep.
Whose voice is that?
What else could it mean?
I love you guys. Let's get it. Oh, so here we go. So like, if this plane, let's turn the music off. If this was the same plane they got last game, they would not have gotten caught on that rotation. I would 1000% guarantee you they would not get caught, because the team that caught them was Liquid. Liquid lands here. They're touching down on the ground quickly. If they looted just as fast, they would not get caught in that rotation. So that's kind of one of those things. Like I said, you have to you have to understand how much you can loot if you want to get a quick rotation.
I don't know what that means yet.
Containment. We need to take this building right here. The one we held in finals. We're doing the exact same play.
Oh, this is why I like to watch the. Thank you. I'm assuming you meant this building. I don't actually remember where this circle ends. Was this the one that pulled all the way over here? Who pinged this? Whichever one of them pinged this is actually a genius.
No. The building that we were holding for the longest time.
This circle fucked a lot of people.
We rotated out of onto the height.
It's a common ending, but I think the pull is what really messed a lot of people up.
We should be able to loot quick and then get the top.
Normally when this circle shows up,
before Liquid does, we're gonna hold that until I have port, and then we're gonna port down.
wait, strats.
Alright.
That's an important thing to do, is also understand how other teams rotate relative to you. So very heads up, you can obviously tell Madness did his research, or at least just knows in general, like when Liquid rotates versus like relative to them. That's a very, you don't have to just it's not about just understanding your play, you have to understand everybody around you as well. So heads up, he's doing his research.
Alright, get your loot and start looking for
Oh man,
what?
Yep.
that's crazy. Yeah, normally this circle looks typically when this circle shows up, it shows up as a slum circle, and then it pulls to that intro little cave. So
yeah, you do.
it definitely bamboozled a lot of people. Happens.
They have golden pen.
They always do.
They always have a golden pen.
They land there for it.
Yeah, that's the reason why they
Okay, maybe Madness didn't do his research. He's surprised Liquid always has a golden sentinel.
I don't see them anymore.
Start scouting. Scout scouting. See if this building's available. Does anybody need a blue heavy? Does anybody need a blue heavy mag?
Alright, let's see.
Not me.
I do like the game plan though.
Figure out if our team or if our building's available.
Not enough teams do that, which is weird. You would think. Madness was talking earlier. He was talking about what the exact game plan is and with how they're gonna play it.
Same type of thing.
Did that very early on, so it's good. It's not again, this is something I repeat in every VOD review, is keeping your team on the same page.
And it's not an option anymore.
Unless we somehow manage to
They rotated 20 seconds faster. I did say if they got the plane,
into the other building.
it would be about 10-20 seconds, right? That's the difference.
There's not a team in here.
Unless they
Now they get this before any other team. I'm not sure if Liquid would have played for this. I don't think they would have, judging off what I know about my boys.
People right here a second ago.
But
if you want to check yourself with portal, go ahead.
There's literally people that ran there.
I saw it too. I saw it too. Man.
Okay, then I'll go check. Hold my back.
yeah, Finch, we all have our own.
I shot them a second ago.
Okay, I'm gonna top
All
up
right.
and scout a little bit more.
This is a really strong building for containment though. Typically when you're taking buildings in an area, so they're playing for what they obviously think is going to be containment. So they got the building that they wanted, that they sought out to do. Anytime you're playing you're in a POI and the circle's ending, it's always smart to get the outside circle, because again, that gives you more options. Outside building. If they went deep in there, they'd be pretty safe. This building does maybe run the risk of getting sieged or poked at from people outside if they don't have a door. But it gives you options to rotate outside of if nobody actually ends up pushing you here.
Okay, you can see that.
Circles are pretty much set with a little bit of variation.
I understand that, but I was going to go with Pal's plan to go for, but you kept saying people were in here. So I'm not going in between all of these.
I don't really think this pulls here unless that hard pulls back to us.
Where else
This kind of looks like it could pull on either side, honestly.
I have no.
I was on the right hunch.
I think it's pulling here.
Yeah, I don't work zones like that. I don't work to where it's gonna take. I work toward what's in the circle.
You can hear there's not a lot of containment circles. It's not a common ending, so I think this is why I'm guessing this is why Pal is a little bit he's not sure.
Move a little bit.
I feel like this is probably why Pal thinks it's not going to be here.
You be very careful there, Palestine. Oh, well.
What?
Never mind, I guess Vax got you covered.
They can't really see me from there. Anyway.
This Gibby's literally just doing nothing but just stare at me.
Yeah, he's been there with his arm shield the whole time, right?
Yeah, he's literally just insta staring. Don't open the door. He'll hit you.
I don't even know where he's at anymore. Oh, there he
He's
is.
sitting right there. He's not moving. He's literally just staring. All right, hey, here's the thing. We got into a zone for once.
Oh, that's a big one too. If you're not playing Watson, don't just randomly like peek people and poke people. Everyone, you know, save your meds. That's a small thing, but it's crazy how many people don't know that.
Because we're at the more southern house.
We do need to make sure we're trying to get kills here and there. I'm lagging so pretty bad.
Figure out. I have my plan already. If it's pulling containment, we have two options. We're gonna either ulti zip to height. If that's an option, if that's not an option, we're gonna do the play we should have done in the grand finals, which is port underneath the building and maybe take zip up late, take it back to the house. If it is going there and if it's available. So we have options, two options there. Figure out what we can do if it's pulling over here or south.
Very good stuff. Good stuff. Always making sure your team is on the same page.
No, we can't take those.
Exactly. But, like, that's the only thing we fight for. If it comes
Yeah, the information is gonna be different between now and if it pulls south later on, because like there's a team in there right now.
Smart.
He's running across. That whole team's leaving that house
or
right
we can
now.
play right there. Right here's a good spot to play.
Why are they leaving that?
Maybe they're trying to go fight a team or going
No,
tower.
I think they're just scrap looting.
Yo, thank you, Shake and Bake.
That's what it is.
Yo, Pow, hit that fucking beacon. Pussy, you won't. That's what I tell him. Yeah, I mean, all this debate wouldn't happen if you just hit the fucking beacon. Just saying.
There's like a great defense.
Just go smack that shit.
That's probably with the 2x you can't see this.
Now what if it does?
I'm surprised no one's shooting those.
Like a predetermined plan because
Bro, I'd shoot that shit instantly if I saw that. This is a tough one, man. I don't even know how. If I was competing, I don't know how I would even read this circle. There's a couple endings like out here, and just there's like one out here as well that's kind of common. But like, I don't even know how I'd read this. I can't even think of too many containment endings. All right, let's hear what they're saying.
This is so bad. Wait, no, this is gonna be really bad.
I mean, we're still in, and there's a lot of teams that are gonna die here. So I think it's worth it to like stay here. What the fuck, dickhead?
We need to play that.
Play what?
No, we're not. We are not playing.
We're just literally relaxed where we're at now. Let
Yes,
team
we have to
try
play
and take
somewhere on
advantage.
the edge.
Yeah.
Take advantage of 3Ps.
I was gonna say,
We're not playing here.
if you aren't sure where the circle's gonna end, there's no reason to move.
Us being in zone here like guarantees us like a top 12, and then
We
we
need
can
to
take
focus
advantage.
There's one in the south, yeah.
As they're moving in.
They're not in.
To the south of them, yeah. So basically, I mean, this is like your opportunity right here to get kill points.
So that's a Gibby.
There's gonna be teams that are gonna be trying to go like underneath them and do whatever they can to stay alive, rotate in.
So we can move up eventually. You see this is a headless.
They just
It's already being held though. It's already blue on a race.
All right,
It's being held early.
let's speed it up. Yeah, don't have to move too much. Just basically play for kill points here.
They might have went under.
That is, again, if you don't know where the circle is gonna be ending. Just play for kill points. Because this one is tricky. This one actually might be one of the wackiest circles I've ever seen.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to shoot them.
Their team's gonna be hitting on this rock. We can zip up.
They're porting.
All right, let's see what happens here.
We can port, take, and then take height, like you were saying.
Planning out the third party, I like it. I like how much planning you guys do.
That's usually really easy to fight out because they're stuck in one.
I'm always a big fan of like making sure that the team is on the same exact plan.
Make sure there's no rats running into southeast.
You'd be surprised how many teams that are like have won that don't really do that as much either.
Oh.
All right, so they didn't have any real opportunities to play for kill points there.
If we stay, if we
Yeah, that's like, dude, that's such a wacky fucking pool. Like I said, this circle, it ends up being like right out here. This circle is like a common circle, but typically when it's this circle, that shit's like something like this, right? And then it like pulls down. I've never seen this circle when it shows containment and then it just like keeps fucking pulling to the left. This is one of the wackiest circles I've ever seen, like period, let alone in a tournament.
If we push this, we die.
We die either way.
I think we need to. I think
And this is rough, yeah.
We have to be the first.
That's
We're
not
gonna
possible.
get mirrored by.
If you're not past this tunnel, it's just such a death rotation.
Porting. So that team from this building porting away, and they're trying to.
Yeah,
go
I've
so
never
they're probably not gonna mirror us
I've-
unless that fails completely.
I think this one threw everybody for a loop.
Okay, so there's only 2 teams right now on left that we know of.
Vax, I think. Okay, pal. I think you need to
Rip
zip us on
the
all
boys.
height. We need to poke a team up height and then take it.
You want to do that right now? Zip height?
Yeah.
Minute 20.
We need to
For that
be
circle, yeah.
further out fighting.
One of the craziest circles I've ever seen.
That one right here.
Nice.
Really good call.
Nice.
Can you port and get to the? Oh, no,
Really
we
good
can
call.
port later. We got the finish. It's fine.
Team fighting here.
Someone's healing in here.
Yeah, they're healing in there. I think we need to get on this house roof. I think we need to get to this roof.
These guys
You
are
just-
moving. I'm gonna go grapple. Can y'all get here and I can try to watch?
I'll try.
Um,
Get there first. Get there first.
I think I need
I almost cracked one, but I'm getting shot in the back. I know. I'm fine for now. They shouldn't climb. I just hit them a little bit each. I can see them just fine. They're just sitting inside. But it's
I like-
it's kind of a problem.
I haven't watched too much of Pow Pow, at least from like his perspective. I always like I like watching Pathfinders that don't just queue to escape.
They ulted.
We have to get inside then. Get inside. Fuck.
I'm trying to come.
They're together.
I'm here.
Oh my god, massive fucking flank. None of them are even looking at you. Holy shit. Massive fuckking flank.
Man, you fucked.
Was it just a duo?
Absolutely nothing. Good shit, guys. You guys won that 2v2.
They didn't even look at you for like the longest time. That was a massive flank. Massive flank.
I'm finishing.
Do I coach an Apex? Yes, I do.
We gotta go with the hard fighting.
Yeah, you're right. We have to win that. We have to win this right here. Like, no option.
Yeah.
That is our only, like, chance.
Oh, right. They picked Arcane when they zipped up. Duh.
We're getting weird, but this is gonna be valuable information.
We just gotta go.
Max, put
No.
girls behind us a little bit.
This is like, so this is typically a death rotation. Anytime the circle's closing, it's late game and you have to go through this thing, you're pretty much fucking dead. So I'm pretty sure they get far in this game.
Shoot them.
Be very interesting to see how.
We need to get height. You need to beam everybody on the right. You need to get the free KP on the right. Beam the guys on the right. Beam them.
47. No.
Okay, we gotta move up.
We have to
I'm
take height.
saving
We
my
have to take height.
grapple. Yeah, we do.
We might be able to take this from them back. Ult
This
up
is
here.
the
Ult up
threat.
here. Ult up there if you have it.
I do.
Please.
Yeah, through it.
Go. Pow zip.
I don't have zip.
The range is one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was not a good idea at all. You have to help them. That's three of them.
A little horny.
Play
No, last one.
Last guy's under you, Vax.
Backs? Okay.
Yeah, they're dead. All dead.
Oh my god.
Okay, I mean,
That was a horrible idea. Y'all have endgame. Vax, go
We
set
have
up barrels
end.
right now.
We need to get up here.
You have to set up barrels. No one can. It's a.
all right.
They're both up here. They're both.
Here. Ult up there if you have it.
I do.
Please.
Yeah, through it.
Go. Pow zip.
I don't have zip.
I like, so I actually, what I like about this play, a lot actually, is just how much basically Madness is blindly listened to. But I love how, and I say this in almost every VOD review, it doesn't matter if you have the right call or the wrong call. What matters is that your team listens to the call, no matter what it is. And I like that basically, I'm sure it's probably all, it goes around like all three, or because I guess there's no actual IGL, but I'm sure they probably all listen to each other on equal footing. But the way, like, basically all of these calls right here,
You need to beam everybody on the right. You need to get the free KP on the right. Beam the guys on the right. Beam them.
I mean, this is like obviously like just shoot them to the right. That's not like that anything crazy. But him, Madness literally spam pinging like Ultis right now, like Vaxlon just doing it. No thought to it, just throwing it, just eating his ult up there. And then Pal, obviously, I feel like Pal's working off the momentum of Madness's comms. He's kind of like going with the momentum, going with the flow. But yeah, Path grappling into a fight is a little bit horny typically. Vax actually just fucked here. Vax fucks
Oh my god.
real fucking bad here.
That was a horrible idea. Y'all have endgame. Vax, go
We
set
have
up barrels
end.
right now.
We need to get up here.
So
You have to set up barrels. No one can come behind you anymore at all. If y'all literally just hold them off, you win. You literally win.
Yup.
I know.
Wait, there's not even somebody in the fucking, wow, there's not even somebody here. Okay, there's someone right there, but
As far as
it surprised me that there's nobody like here. The one team, okay, but damn, nobody here at all. Like, I mean, I guess everyone died. No one knew it was this circle, so this is one of the craziest pulls. That was a nuts
try to push them.
nuts rotation. I'm surprised the team up top. I'm curious what they were doing.
Take this from them.
I'm wondering if they were just too horny to kill. I think this is TSM over here.
Ult up there if you have it.
Because what surprises me, I guess, is I mean, that's actually just, that would be why Madness made the call. So what I'm basically trying to get at, struggling saying is, so when I was watching this initially, I was a little worried at them shooting here, because if they shoot, like if you're a team that's right here and you shoot at a team over here, that alerts this other team over here that, oh fuck, there's another team they have to worry about, right? But
You need to get height. You need to beam everybody on the right.
very smart call
You need to get the free KP
by
on the right.
Madness
Beam the guys
that
on
pretty
the
much
right. Beam them.
negated that, right? So he's calling to shoot this. Again, as a player, competitor, if you know that there's a team up here, you have to now know that they know that you're here, and all of a sudden your rotation might get a little tougher. That call for Madness to ult that cliff from Vaxlon is basically why they didn't get peeked.
Okay, we gotta move up.
which is super smart. Really, really good call. I'm sure Madness meant more for it to probably be like, oh, like ultimate, like let's push, but it's still like the amount of work that ult did to make sure they don't get looked at was huge. I don't know if that team would have peaked because it looks like they're just like focused on trying to kill TSM anyway, but it basically saves their asses regardless. It allows them to kind of get in pretty cleanly. Pau got in very cleanly. He didn't knock it out though. So, like, if they had a caustic, this might look a lot different. Or, sorry, if they didn't have a caustic, this entire rotation might look a lot different. I'd probably be like, you shouldn't shoot a TSM over there. Even though it's free kill points, potentially, you might be fucking your rotation over in the grand scheme of things. But because they had the caustic, they can throw the ult. The other team can't look over the cliff, and now they're good. So, again, I don't know if that was Madness's intention with that call, or if he just wanted to try to, like, fart on the team up there and then push them. Either way, worked out beautifully. And then Vax just fucks. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love a team or teammates that can blindly follow calls. You need that. Like, you straight up, like dead ass, you need that. Most teams fail because people second guess their other people's calls.
We need to get up here.
All right, let's watch the end of it.
No one can come behind you anymore at all. If y'all literally just hold them off, you win. You literally win.
I know. It's true. He's not wrong. You need to stay healthy, baby.
You gotta try to push the barrels up as far as you can.
If you look at all the top teams, man,
I can't. There's a team right there.
they follow calls blindly because you have to trust your teammates. If they see a play that you don't see, you gotta just go with it.
You can't wipe them.
But that's where chemistry comes into play, you know.
There's a rat.
The more you play together, the more you know what the person's gonna call, and the more you know what they want out of you,
He's in one. I don't know which one.
etc.
I'm telling you right now.
On the height, maybe of west. On the height west, maybe. The team's moving up though. Like, you might have to use your ult for that. Like, that's your threat right now.
He's in the trees somewhere, man.
The team's y'all. Like,
I feel bad for the team that's over there because they are in a very fucked position. They have to worry about everyone probably rotating on their ass. All these teams over here are probably going to be just playing for kill points. There's not much you can do without a Wraith portal. Basically, all like Madness's team has to do is just stall with barrels.
Ult it. Please ult
I can't even call Madness's team anymore. It's CLG, baby.
I know. There's a fucking rat.
probably on the height right
Dadley, thanks for giving us sub to Pow Pow. Appreciate that, man.
While the gas is there, y'all can heal up and maybe kill him.
Okay, we need to hold the spot Vax is at and not give it up. Like, we can't.
Yeah, this whole team's been together for quite some time. A couple months now. They've won a tournament together, but this is their first official win under CLG.
They're in the back.
No, they're not.
They have to. No one else has an option. Look.
Yeah, so if you are, they're basically, not only are they in the circle, they're also the bread. CLG is the bread of the sandwich. All they have to do is hold out and gas out anybody coming out this way. I don't know if Axelon actually got his ult from the accelerant, but if he has his ult, fart in that alleyway and they're pretty much golden. But
This is a horrible zone, by the way.
I don't think they win this. I'm correct.
Dude, we need to kill him. Where is he?
You're fine. Stop panicking, man. You're fine. Get up the backs. Y'all are fine. You're literally just fine. You're gonna have to.
Madness is just the ball of emotions.
It's guaranteed second place.
He did use it, but he used accelerants to get more. I don't know if he used it a second time though.
They just found him.
Vax,
They're
try to
fighting.
get barrels. Get up and get
Vax,
barrels.
they're fighting.
If you trap them in that corner of the barrels, you win.
We need to move up. Get ready.
That's it.
Do you have an ult?
Tap
He's
on his
105.
crack.
Use that damage. Use that damage. He's healing.
Need to move up.
If you have nades, throw behind the fence, Vax.
Slow down.
Not really sure what Vax was going for there. I don't know if there was like, I don't know if he was just kind of like getting mind flooded from too many comms. But literally all that needed to happen here, if I'm the Caustic here, I'm thinking the second the other two teams are fighting or shooting at each other, I'm running up and I'm gassing as much as I can. Because at the end of the day, they have the circle here. All they have to do is gas out the other team. Again, they might have DTs. It's not a surefire win, but I think like we saw Vax there shooting wingman shots a couple times. The end zone, the end game, all that matters is that you get gas out. It doesn't even matter if it's like, if half of it's like in the zone. Any gas in an end zone, especially if people are forced to run through it, is going to fuck people up. So I probably would have taken a little bit of more time to put some gas down. I don't know if he had any. Maybe he was out of barrels. It is a pretty long cooldown.
Nice try.
There's no reason.
But still,
Yeah.
that's a really fucking good game, especially from the first game that where they finished 20th with 0 kills, dropping a big donut.
Should never have grabbed like you. I should never have listened to that call to grapple up the height on them like that.
They weren't paying attention in the classic.
It just didn't matter. There's 3 of them.
I don't know about never paying attention to it or listening.
None of them were being
I think you should always listen to a call. Just sometimes you have to understand it's a bad call. Or rather,
how do you
maybe a little too horny. What's up, Clarify? Probably, in my opinion, the play of the game of that call for you guys on that
I know.
was the madness call on the ult. Was super smart. Super smart.
Yeah, we do.
Because without this, then you're at risk of this team just peeking over and just beaming you guys for free. And they have a Jibby, so like if you guys beam them in turn, they can just bubble and then reset. This is probably the biggest call of the game right here.
Ult's up there if you have it.
I do.
Please.
Yeah, through it.
Go! Pow zip!
I don't have
Very
it, I
good
don't have
stuff.
The range is 1! The range is 1!
He didn't say zip. He didn't say go in. He did say only zip. Crowd just getting a little horny, but that's okay. Hey, stuff happens, man. This shit gets tense. You know, you feel it in your, you know, every Pathfinder when they're mid grapple feels like they have the biggest wiener in the world. It's only once they land on the other side they realize they're an absolute fucking refrigerator. But still, really fucking well played. Absolutely good shit.